global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned. Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. And please, if you've not subscribed to our channel, please kindly hit on the red subscribe button. We're looking at presidential election 2023. There had been a lot of rumors of people who are going to front it, but right now, so surprising, the northern youth are willing to synergize with the southern youth to see how they can produce a candidate that is not based on religion or ethnicity, but one who will be competent enough to run the affairs of the country. And the news have it that the Arewa Youth Consultative Forum, AYCF, has said it will synergize with ethnic nationalities in the southern part of the country to produce a consensus candidate during the 2023 presidential election. AYCF President Arewa explained that the synergy was aimed at producing a competent and credible presidential candidate in 2023. Speaking with us, Shetima stated that the youth across the country may not rely on the People Democratic Party (PDP) and the All Progressive Congress (APC) in producing the consensus candidate. He made the remark while confirming that AYCF and Ohanaze Youth Council (OYC) has agreed to work together in producing a consensus presidential candidate ahead of the 2023 presidential election. According to Shetima, and I quote, "We talk about consensus candidate, but no way was it stated that the candidate will come from the north, south, or wherever. But we will agree with other ethnic nationalities as we intend to build a national platform where we will consider competence as a priority. There will be a synergy within ourselves to come up with a consensus candidate, then work for his emergence. We are considering forming a new political platform for youth of this country because there must be a political movement. We may not rely on PDP and APC or existing political parties because we may likely form a new political movement that will bring about order in Nigeria where everyone will be treated equally, where tribal or religion can be the reason for us not to be together. The fact is, the unity of the country is being threatened, and some of us still don't believe in Nigeria. So we are going to do everything within our reach to ensure unity and reach the country and give the country a sense of direction where every citizen will be treated equally without minding where they come from. We will form a synergy with the older generation where it comes to the issue of advising and drawing from their wealth of wisdom, but be rest assured that the present generation would take their destiny in their hands. This is one of the reasons we are going to form a national movement. We are currently consulting with our counterpart from the southern part of the country." That's the news. And guess what? This is overly interesting because for the first time, they are on one page, though we have not heard yet from the Ohanaze and Dibo. But the issue of concern here is, where will that competent and credible candidate come from? I have my colleague in the house, and we're going to be looking at that in a jiffy. Looking at the statement made by Shetima, the President General of AYCF, do you think that such synergy will be allowed, especially in a country like this where corruption has thrived for quite a long time?
It's a lovely idea. It's very lofty idea. Realistic, I don't know, because we have been torn apart on two different lines: ethnicity and of course religious lines, and that may not allow us to come and dine and wine on the same page without having the trust issues. Don't forget that each time some of the northerners or some of the southerners come close to the northerners, they still feel that betrayal of the past. Now, don't also forget we still have the big guns. I'm talking about the elder statesmen, the politicians, like the Jagabans, them, the Oshobabas, them, who will not want the youth to take power from them. So if you're looking at the fact that they are coming together to form one political team, to start with, trust may be an issue, and trying to get someone who has that integrity matter may not come from the old stock, because of course they've all failed us. The old politicians have shown that they are just there to loot the national treasury. So we're looking at probably a young, vibrant person. One, they have over time probably have tasted corridor or tasted rulership, not a greenhorn who will just go there and remember, oh, such power, and becomes very power drunk and become another tyrant. So we're looking at someone who have tasted power to some extent, who have been into rulership to some extent, tested and trusted. Now the question now is, how do you bring such person into power? As in true sense of the word, knowing fully well that in true elections in Nigeria, there's really no elections, it's just rigging. Like Oshomola will say, Oshobaba will say, he said, the better rigger takes the day, which means he knows that there's rigging, just that the one who knows how to rig much, much better becomes the winner. So if a situation comes where they will say, okay, let's all go on the polls, let's go to the polls and do the general elections, rigging will take place and monies will change hands. Some of these people who over time have been used to selling their votes, come 2023, they will still sell again, just that the prices may become higher. It may not be 2 cups of rice anymore, maybe 30,000. And this new young guy who probably these two people have brought in a synergy to bring into the picture may not have such money, okay, to do such, because he's looking at campaigning and bringing for the youth into the picture.
All right, thank you. And let's also look at the issue of creating a new political movement, because according to Shetima here, he's talking about that the issue of relying on presenting such candidate on the platform of the two major parties that we know, that's PDP and APC, is what they will avoid. For that reason, there is need for the emergence of a new political platform. But now, looking at this, do you think that there will be a new political platform without the aid of some of these key old guns? Do you think such political party may be able to stand the political wind that blows in the country?
If eventually they are able to pull this through by having that new political party without these old guns, I perceive there will still be an external influence. And I have my reasons. This is because if, for instance, let's take a typical example. If, for instance, PDP, APC is a tug of war, and they find out that the way APC is going, they may take the day. PDP may decide to give this new political party the backing up they need, which means technically they may have their puppet put in that place, their godson. You know, there's some persons who there's some godsons that don't have political appointment. They don't have political appointment per se, but they are your errand boys who did the dirty deals, but they are not publicly known. So they may tell you, there's this political party that I want you to go and apply. I want you to go and buy form there. Be my voice there, just in case if we lose, you still be my boy. So whatever money is needed for your campaign, bring it to me. So technically still, the old guns have a way. They've been politicking for a while.
Yeah.
They have a way. Oh, see, like this young man will say, Godswill Akpabio will say, what money cannot buy, much more money can buy it. So it's a case of how much do they want, how much is their form. We'll pay double. Just go in. So that if, for instance, their powers are no longer strong that way, they will bring their influence. But it takes the willpower. It takes the willpower of both parties, of Ohanaze and these guys, to remain resolute, to remain not becoming power drunk, to insist on integrity at all costs. But that will depend on their individual integrity here.
All right, thank you very much. This is getting really interesting. For me, I think this is a welcome idea. But then the question is, in the southern part of Nigeria, precisely in the southeast, there are a lot of things dragging for their own attention. You understand? Okay, for example, Biafra, this issue of Biafra, where a lot of persons are, thinking towards that line because they just believe Nigeria is totally out of it. There's nothing like one Nigeria. And here, these guys are now accepting to synergize with the Ohanaze Ndibu. The question is, would it produce any reasonable result, considering the fact that, there's more push right now? All what we want is, Biafra. And guess what? Most of the Southeasterners are tilting towards that side. Do you think this synergy may produce any result at the end of the day?
It may not. It may not, because if for it to produce any reasonable results, this Ohanaze Ndibo may need to convince the Biafrans, those who are agitating for Biafra, that look, there could be a second chance for us to get the person we're looking for. But the question is, the person you're looking for, is it going to be an Igbo man?
Yeah.
Of course not. They said that they're looking at the situation where they're playing on integrity and somebody who is competent, not on ethnicity. And now the Igbo man is saying it is our turn to rule.
Yeah.
It's either you give us the rulership or we go. So if Arewa is saying on the grounds of integrity and competency, and the person they feel is not from the Igbo stock, then that means the Biafrans will continue to agitate. So at the end of the day, from the beginning, it's already dead on arrival, if you look at it from that angle.
All right, thank you very much. Let's just wait and see what will happen. But most people still believe that that may not be possible, considering the fact that already they are guys waiting. The likes of Jagaban, other guys are already there waiting, and they don't care. They don't want to listen to anything like synergy.
Is still there too.
Mention them. They are very many. They are just waiting to say. So the issue of saying let's synergize, and some of them do not even want to listen to it. But however, let's wait and see what will become of this synergy.